7. You've made it to the last day of this retreat. So congratulations for being here and making it this far. Are you all right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're okay.
Still.
You're still here, you're still alive, so we're all good, yeah? Okay, so today in Greek, Brodachigipigi, English, primary source day. So we've done all of the elements. We've done prana, which is hera. We've done yea, which is earth. We've done ether, which is ethera in Greek, fire, estia. And we've done hydrohos, which is water. So those are the 5 elements. We have done ieros gamos, where we sort of like reconnected our DNA and our soul lineage stuff to like the higher cosmic realms. We've done all that, and now we're here, primary source day, and we're going to kind of like conglomerate all of that work that we've done, and we're going to bring it into today, and we're going to do that through alchemical processes, which is like classic Hermetic alchemy today, and you're going to find out how it all kind of ties in with sacred geometry, because it does not only kind of philosophically, not only cryptically, but really quite directly. So everything that we're doing today with alchemy actually ties right in to the geometric form of the Sri Yantra. And the Sri Yantra is the geometric form that actually represents this day, okay? And it represents primary source, not the tetragrammaton. Do you remember why we said no? You just say yes or no. You remember? Or you don't remember? You don't remember? I'll tell you later, I'll remind you later why, but not right now. But no, it isn't the tetragrammaton, and it is the Sri Yantra. So that is the representative of our primary source day, which is today. So we have tied up all fundamental elements and aspects of the individual, the collective, and in essence, all of creation. This is what we have learned and found out about and put into process, yeah, with all of the element forces that we've looked at over the past 3 weeks. 3 weeks, am I crazy? Over the past, how many weeks has it been? Yeah, 2 or 3, because we've been doing weekends, isn't it? That's right. So, we have also been looking at the artificial and erroneous matrix systems that have played and are still playing their role on the chessboard of both the physical and non-physical realms, because we found out that it's not just here where those games go on, but much, much further out. We've also learned about their assignment, which is to create interference, delay and suffering. That's what they do. Mostly for their own agenda, but there is also like a higher purpose of why they do it, like a, I don't know, like a good higher purpose of why it happens. And that is because it serves as a springboard to the human evolution of consciousness. So without all those games going on, we don't actually get to improve, at least not most of us. We're still needing some of those lessons. If we weren't needing some of those lessons, then we wouldn't be going through it. This is the point. So we're going to be exploring today the esoterica and the metaphysics of the Sri Yantra. Right, so there's 2 things: the Sri Yantra stuff and the alchemical stuff. The other reason why Sri Yantra is so important, we're going to go into that a little bit later, why it is in deep depth, yeah? But in general, also for our introduction, I want to say that it is the supreme instrument of esoteric development, right? So this is what makes it so potent, so powerful, and so important, yeah? So today we go into the deep exploration by delving into this alchemy, their metals and the correspondences they have to the tree of life, the chakra system, the planets, and the main 7 processes of alchemy, and the primary source geometric template process. That's the first one that we always do, right? So the first one that we always do every week is the template, where we run everything through all of our systems. which today, incidentally, we're going to be working on. This is what corresponds to primary source day. The crown chakra, the etheric field, the 6th pair of esoteric DNA. We're going to be working in the meridian system, the extraordinary meridians actually, 2 of them. One is called Chong Mai, and Chong Mai is to do with the blueprint of life. Yeah? Yin Wei Mai, which allows us, access to the inner gate of the self. So this is why that one's very important. With the endocrine system, we're running the endocrine also through our template. It's the amygdala, again, I know we've done it before, but this time it's in order to experience divine presence in relation with the hippocampus, which creates the primary source circuit. So those 2 together is what allows us to have that even bigger or closer connection to the primary source, if you will. So that's the first process. The colour that represents today is gold. The pranayama we'll get into a bit later. Sonic code is her. I'll show you the hand circuitry a bit later on, as well as the sacred logos. But the geometries, I just wanted to say the proper names because they're right tongue twisters and I won't be actually using them when we go into process. So for the Platonic male electric geometry, it's called the icosahedron. Easier in Greek. Icosahedron. Right, so it's easy to remember. And the Archimedean female, which is magnetic, which we're going to call Morphibius because it's easier. Get this one. Rhomboid icosahedron. I'm not going to say that one again, which is why it might be a good idea to take a picture of it. So all that is going to go into our template today. That is process 1. We have 3. In the second process, we go into what's called the sacred alchemical source transmission. So we've got 2 source transmissions today. That's the first one, and it's all about the alchemy. In fact, they're both about the alchemy. But that's the name of the first one, where we go through the 7 stages of materia prima in order to attain the philosopher's stone. So, are you aware what the materia prima actually is? It's meant to be the essential elements of the universe, so that's what we're transforming. The 7 operations of material prima, that's the first step. And we're going to use the chakra system to assist us with that. It might sound a bit topsy-turvy right now, but as you know, as you move on, it all becomes a lot clearer. That's the first step. It comes in 3 steps. The second step is our chemical transmutation of the tria prima. The tria prima, are the 3 major principles of alchemy. And they are these. This is how it starts to tie in with our sacred geometry, guys, and our elements, which is what we've been working on all of this time. The 3 stages are albedo. Albedo represents Mercury. It is made of water and air. It is female and it represents spirit. This is not in your manual. Nigredo represents the substance of sulfur. It is made from the elements of fire and air. It is male and it represents the soul. Yeah? And rubedo, which is the final result of these 2, is connected to the substance of salt, which are made from the elements of water and earth, which is the crystallization of the mineral matrix, because we're all minerals. Yeah? So basically we're taking all this stuff so that we can crystallize the gold. Gold! Yeah? So that's the second step. And the third step is planetary spiritual alchemy of the metals. And this is where we use the tree of life and its correspondences to the planets and the metals to complete the whole alchemical process. So there's 3 steps for this. Then the third one is like the source transmission that we normally do, but this one is called the Sri Yantra source transmission. And this is where we actually find out how all of alchemy and all of the elements actually tie in to the Sri Yantra and everything that it represents. So it really is a very fascinating and a very powerful journey. Now down here, you'll see that I've got like a Sanskrit list of words and their meanings, because we're going to start looking at the metaphysics of the Sri Yantra as soon as we finish this introduction, and a lot of the words are all in Sanskrit, and so these are the explanations of all of the Sanskrit words, which will help to make a lot more sense out of it for you. So this is the stuff that we are going to cover on this day, and in fact the Sri Yantra is actually, the body is actually a representative of that. Okay, so we need to kind of remember and re-embody the true essence of Sri Yantra, what it means and what it could actually mean for us. Sounds clear? But will it be clear?
Yes.
Yeah, you know it will, because that's the way it always goes, right? So I just wanted to go through all of this as intro so we don't have to go through it again, and now we're going to start working through it. So let's have a great last day. Did anyone see the Laurel and Hardy video that I posted this morning? No. So I said that's how we should approach this day, yeah? With a bit of silliness and a bit of fun, because it can get quite serious. Thanks very much for watching, subscribing to YouTube, following on Periscope, or watching on Facebook. I'll catch you again real soon.